Well, there you are. Yeah, good to see you here. Welcome to this first live video, Facebook live video. How do you call it? Welcome to this first Facebook live video here on Master Your Personality. Let me introduce myself real quickly. If you don't know me, my name is Maurice Zondag, and I'm a personal leadership coach, where I help people to find and create their happiness in their lives. How do you build the life in your own space so you can create the best things in your life and create the happiness that you desire? So welcome to my home. I'm gonna do these videos on a regular basis, just sharing some thoughts that I have. And yeah, if you're here, if you're live here, you can ask the questions as well. We can have some feedback on that as well. If not, that's fine. You can just watch it later. That's also fine, of course. And send me an email, or send me not an email, but send me a message in email. So 2018, right? Just send me a message, and I'll get to that in the next video. So today I want to talk to you about change, because change is something that we find very hard, right? Most of the times, change is the hardest thing that you can encounter in life, because there are a lot of things that you know that you need to change, but you just can't change them, right? You just cannot change, like, for overnight, do that differently than you already did. And I want to talk to you a little bit about why that is, and how easy it is actually is, if you could change something there, very crucial, how to change that way of looking at things. So one of the things that is holding us back from the change that we need to do, I mean, we all can change. I mean, change is inevitable, right? It's just part of life. We constantly change. I mean, remember back in the day when smoking was allowed everywhere. We could smoke anywhere. And it doesn't really matter, inside, outside, in bars, cafes, restaurants, at the table, when you're sitting, dining, you could light up a cigarette and just smoke. That was like normal, right? And that's different from today. So things changed, and you changed there as well. You do have different behavior now. You change your way of doing that. You don't smoke anymore inside, right? So you don't do that. You respect that. So you did change, but did it really like change who you are? No. So change is not particularly something that needs to be done in order to change who I am, right? That's a misconception a lot of people have. Well, that said, there are actually two ways you can change. And there's a hard way, which also works if you have certain levels of the right things to do. And there's a far more easy way to change. The most difficult way to change is by the push strategy. If you're getting pushed into a change, and you're pushing yourself into the change, and if you're pushing yourself into the change, hi, I see Johan is there watching live. Cool, great to have you here. Welcome aboard. I'm talking about change and how you can actually do change in a very decent and efficient way. So the push way is very hard. It needs discipline. Because if you, by far, you know that you need to change your health, so you want to get more healthier. So what do? You know what you need to do, right? I mean, we all know what you need to do. Exercise more, eat healthier. So what's the problem? Why just not do that just like that? Well, because of a lot of reasons, that we're not disciplined enough. We don't have the habit why we do it. We don't really understand why we need to do that. It's people say it, but okay. So there's a lot of things that makes us need to do it. And that's the push way, right? And if you have discipline, and if you're easy, you can change the habits. That's fine, right? Then you can use that technique. And a lot of people make it work. But it's hard. It's very hard. But there's also a much more easier way. And the more easy way is the pull method, the pull strategy. And if you get pulled into change, you actually change your mindset and you change your heart set. Now, changing your heart set is understanding the why. And when you understand why you need the change and why the change is as it is, right? Why do you need to exercise? Why do you need more healthy? Why can't you eat a bag of chips and drink Diet Coke? Why do you need to eat more vegetables and ditch the sugar? Why is that? To understand, it's creating the mindset, so you understand why that is, but you can combine it with your heart set, because you find that important. You think that's important, and it feels important to you. And when that happens, you don't need to be pushed into the change, because you're pulling the change inside of yourself. You're pulling the change from your mindset into your heart set and combining those two. You understand why, the biggest question, why, right? It all starts with why. I mean, Simon Sinek says it, wrote a book about it, a couple of books actually, and it's very true. And all these thought leaders will tell you this. When you understand the reason why you're doing this, not the what's, not the how, it's all, I mean, strategy is just 20% of change. It's the inner work that does the greatest thing in change. It's the 80% that's working there. So you can have all the strategies, but if you don't connect to it from yourself, with your mindset and your heart set, you're not going to change. And that is just simply how we operate. So start with the why, understanding. Read about why certain foods are good for you and what they do for your body and why it is important that they are in your system and how they can help you. Understand that moving is not only about building muscle or building your stamina, right? It's also creating an outlet for your toxics, right? It detoxes you because you are activating your lymphic system. I've learned from Tony Robbins actually. I mean, not the health guru, right? But Tony Robbins taught me that the lymphatic system is a system without a pump. And it's 3 times bigger than your vascular system, which has a pump, right? So we need to train that pump for your heart. So that's why you need to work out, but you also need to activate gravity to activate your lymphatic system so it can get all the toxics out of your body. So that is a why it's important to move and to exercise. And there are so many more reasons why, right? So understanding the why makes you far more easy to understand it from deep inside of yourself. And you know, I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't do that anymore, right? So understanding the why, make it work from inside of yourself. I mean, 20% is the strategy. You need to know what to do, right? You need to know what to do in the end, but understanding it will actually create the shift into the change. So that's just what I wanted to share with you today. I'm gonna do these videos regularly, like I said before in the beginning. Just from here, from my own place here, sharing some thoughts that I have and ideas and things that happen in my life. And yeah, I hope that it will benefit you as well. So if you have anything to say, please do now. You can react now. Thank you for the compliment, Johan. It is indeed an excellent insight that brought me so many things already and made me change in a very natural way for the past 7 years at least. So that actually helped me very, very much. If you have any other questions and you're not watching this live, please let me know in the comments so we can get into that into another video. And yeah, you know, if you want to know more about it, just check out the page, like the page, and everything is there to find and know what I do with this whole creating your own happiness. Hi Peter, good to see you here as well. You're making a use out of it to come into the video when we are finishing off the videos. So that's fine. I mean, there's a rerun in just a couple of minutes, so don't worry. Thanks again for checking it out. See you guys later on, and I mean, take care. Make yourself a happy life. Bye bye.